Hi guys, welcome to Everyday Journey. Today I'm just going to give you a quick review of a weed eater that I bought. It's Echo Weed Eater SRM-230. I went to the local store, went out and bought one. Prices were there, reviews from other people said quality was there, and I really didn't want to pay a lot. I just needed something that was going to be able to get me going again, because my other weed eaters are they're falling apart. So went out and got this one. Right off the bat, here's the one thing you should know. I've got a 6x12 trailer, and I typically mount everything up in the top end of it, closest to the tongue of the trailer. And it's 6 feet wide outside dimensions. So once you figure in the wall width, then it's a little bit less than that. But I went and bought this weed eater, walked out there, went to go try to put it up in the rack that I have built, and it didn't fit. It actually would not fit widthwise in my trailer. So that was the first thing. I was like, okay, I got to build another mount, put it lengthwise in my trailer, which is no big deal as long as I got a weed eater that was going to work good. As soon as I got it home, fueled it up, and went to start it. And after it was warmed up good, it started fine. After it was warmed up good, I went to use it, and it just seemed like it had some hesitation. Then I went to doing some edging and just testing it out. And for me, I felt, of course, I'm used to the shorter weed eaters, not the commercial ones, but the the regular residential ones that I've worn completely out, and it just didn't feel right to me. The length was too long. I feel that for my height, and I'm 5'10", a little bit shorter weed eater would work better, and at least for me. So the 22.8 cc engine on it, that was, that seemed to have enough power, but the hesitation was killing me. The next, the second thing I noticed whenever I was fueling it up though, was the hole to actually, you remove the cap, go to put the fuel in, the hole itself seemed way too small. Everything I've been using up until this point had a bigger hole there to be able to fuel up the tank, and I didn't really care for that. No big deal though, you just have to be a little more careful. The kicker for me, the thing that actually decided, and that's the reason why I'm not showing you this in the video, because I've actually already returned it. The kicker for me was when I was using it, I like to, you're holding the handle here, you've got the trigger and all that in this hand, and I actually like to rest the weed eater sometimes right here on my arm, or rest my arm on the weed eater, and then sometimes I even let go with this hand, depending if I have to reach far down into something or whatever where I just can't go. I do it with one hand. Well, I rest the weed eater here, and it counterbalances and holds it there, and it got too hot. It didn't burn me, but it was very uncomfortable. So if you guys do any of that, where you constantly putting your forearm here onto the weed eater, this one may be a little too hot. I don't know. It could be that specific weed eater. Could be that model of weed eater. I don't know exactly, but I know I didn't care for it. And if it was the same, if the weed eaters are all the same, then you won't care for it either, I don't think. The good things about it, though, just so I'm not just throwing out only negative on it, is it seemed to do the job. The line for it, I'm not sure exactly what kind of line that is in there, but it comes with line. It comes pre-fed with line, and that stuff right there, I did my entire yard with it, and I've got a lot of edging around sidewalks, around curbs, things like that, and typically I probably bump feed, doing the whole yard, probably about 5-6 times. I did the whole thing, and I only had to do it, actually I only had to bump feed once, what was already out there originally, and then I bump fed one more time to finish up the property. So that line was pretty good, and I'm probably going to look into getting that specific line for weed eating in the future. The warranty for it, it was a 5-year consumer, 2-year commercial. I mean, you're probably not going to be able to find a better warranty than that. I'm not sure what all it covered. I didn't really look into it. I just assumed that, you know, when something went wrong, that I'd deal with it then. The handle on it, the handle for, you know, not the trigger handle, but the other handle, that one was great. That's probably the most comfortable one I've felt, and I've tested pretty much all of them that I could get my hands on, anything that was in the stores, and I love that. You know, it did seem a little bit flimsy, so I'm not sure if it was going to hold up, whether it would break over time or what, but as far as the padding and the shape of it and everything else, that was great. You know, as far as fatigue goes, you wouldn't have much. Now there is one thing though, the other handle, the trigger handle, that one was kind of square. The trigger, to pull the trigger, was it was tight, so you know, I pretty much normally just use one finger, and this time I felt I had to use two because it was so tight that it just, you know, and even then it you know, it made this hand right here, it was getting tired, it was getting fatigued just from the 1 yard I did. And well, I already explained the line. Those are everything I know. Like I said, I use it for 1 yard. You guys may have a different idea of whether or not this is good for you, but I use it for 1 yard. I didn't care for it. Maybe you'll have better luck with the one that you buy, but for me, it just wasn't going to work. You know, I went out and I got a different one, and I'll give you guys a video on that. And I've used it already, and I really do like it. So I hope to hear your comments. If you got any questions about it, I can maybe try to answer some questions. Just let me know, and we'll see what I can do. So thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.